Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into some new Too Faced. They just released a new eyeshadow palette, a couple new bronzers. I want to say there's some lip products. I only picked up a couple things, but I definitely wanted to try out the new eyeshadow palette. So you guys, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look using the new Better Than Chocolate palette, as well as what else I picked up, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I placed an order with Too Faced and they sent me a couple of free items as well as like samples. I also have the new Better Than Chocolate eyeshadow palette, which I'm really excited to try out because the original chocolate bar was a staple for a lot of people. So I'm excited because Too Faced is one of my favorites for like scented makeup. And then on the side, you've got the Color Story, which looks really fun. Now, I think somewhere I have the original chocolate bar. I'll check. So the packaging on this is the traditional metal, like the peach palette. There's a couple different ones that are like this. And I love it because it has that magnetic closure. And then inside you have the mirror, and then this is the Color Story. There's some pops of color in here, which I love pops of color. And actually I just did a really colorful one. Maybe today we'll stick a little more neutral. We'll see. But these shades are stunning. Love a good neutral palette, love a good pop of color, want to play with the shimmers, you know, the basics. And then of course, the true test is, does it smell like chocolate? It does. It smells sinful. You guys, I'm excited. Let me swatch some of the shimmers and we'll dive into this palette. So this first shimmer shade, this icy white, this is Milk It. This is just kind of like that pearlescent white, kind of has like a pinky hue to it. Then you have Gold Digger, such a beautiful gold shade. Then you have I'm the Dessert, such a creamy, chocolatey brown. I absolutely love that shade and I kind of want to play around with it today. Then you have Sugar Rush, which is such a beautiful light purple shimmer. And then this blue is Bless Your Tart. These names, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and swatch those right there. And then the blue will go right up here. Ooh. I feel like I want to play with this one and do like a really pretty chocolatey neutral. I do like this purpley shade, but I've been doing a lot of colorful looks as well. Okay, so actually I went and looked to see if I had the original chocolate bar palette. I don't have it in my collection. I think I had it at one point and maybe I decluttered it. Who knows? So I guess I needed this palette. Now the first shade I'm gonna go into is this one right here, Bite Me, which is that really pretty pale pink. I'm gonna put that in the crease, get us a nice shade just to start out. And it really is pale pink. But I like putting a lighter shade in the crease. That way when I use darker shades, they don't fluff everywhere. And my smoky eye doesn't turn into something that looks like a black eye, because that's not pretty. So just the outer V and the crease. I really like this shade. Now I'm gonna go into this shade right here, Bitter Half, but I'm gonna go in with my fluffy crease brush before I decide to darken it up a little bit. And only going into the shade because it looks like it's a little more cool than the other browns in here. And honestly, depending on the brush that you put the shade on with, decides how pigmented or defined it is. So I'm just going with a fluffy crease brush because I want a little more depth, a little more color, and then we'll do a little more definition with my condensed packing brush. Now I'm gonna go into the shade right here, Brownie Points, which seems to be the darkest brown in here. It does seem to be a little more on the warmer side looking at it. So I'm interested to see how it'll blend together. Just right here, the inner part of the outer crease. I know it looks a little crazy right now just because this isn't really blended out, but we will get there. I'm gonna go into this milk chocolate shimmer, I'm the Dessert. That shade was absolutely stunning when I swatched it. I'm gonna go in on a dry brush, see if I can pick it up to make it a little more defined before I use my finger. It picked up. It's not my favorite. So we're just gonna use the middle finger to kind of pat it where I want it to go, and then we'll finesse it with the dry brush. That shade is stunning. And now on my middle finger, I'm gonna use the shade Milk It, which is such an icy white shade. I didn't do much. All right, so going in on our dry brush, one of my many extras, see how much of this I can pick up, if any at all. It's being stubborn. Ooh, that is really pretty. I also wonder if I use a setting spray, if it will pick up any better. So just any old setting spray will do. Okay, much better. So dampen the brush and then apply it, but you get the icy white into the milk chocolate brown. Such a stunning shade. And then going back into brownie points, just a smidge. I'm going to just brush it forward to clean up that shimmer into the crease. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base products so we can finish off with this under eye, and then I also picked up the new bronzer. So let's finish this. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with Bite Me, and I'm just gonna place that under the eye and then blend it all out. I love that light pink, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna go back into Bitter Half and just to the center of the eye, not the entire length. And then back into Brownie Points. Ever so slightly on the outer edge, and then I'm gonna use the condensed packing brush to blend it. Okay, so I picked up the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Natural Chocolate Cocoa Infused Healthy Glow Bronzer in Golden Cocoa. You guys, I love their bronzers. They have some amazing formulas. This one smells so good, and look, that shade, it's just, I need to warm up the skin a little bit. I'm getting a little, I tried a new shade because they did send me a sample of the foundation, and the shade that I had was really light. So I got something a little bit darker, but I still need to be warmed up a little bit. I'm looking a little flat. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. Love their compacts, so nice. And there were two shades that were released on this bronzer. I did happen to go with the lighter shade. I like to brush it into my hairline before I blend it forward, just because my scalp is not the same shade as the rest of my skin, because I'm so used to pulling my hair back. And even when I'm out in the sun, in the pool or whatever, my hair's pulled back anyways, so it doesn't get any sun. You guys. But that would be the thing. I'd go in, like, do pigtail French braids, and then I'd end up with a really bad sunburn down the middle. Have you ever done that? Because I have. And that's why I won't, like, I'll do a French braid or just pull my hair back in a ponytail. I will not do the double French braids or anything like that. No pigtails. Not when I'm going to be out in the sun all day. Okay, all I smell is chocolate right now, which I'm not mad at. I'm gonna go ahead, do some blush, highlighter, eyebrows, mascara, you know, the whole shebang, and I will be right back. Okay, so I finished off the look with a very nude lip color, one of my favorites. I did use a lot of Too Faced products for this video. I'll try and remember to link everything down below if you want to see what I used. I absolutely love the shade. This is the Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Lipstick in Sugar Cookie. This was a Christmas release, I want to say a year ago, but I absolutely love it. It smells amazing. That is one of my favorite things about Too Faced is their makeup smells delicious. So to finish off the inner corner in the brow bone, I did go into the Too Faced Turn Up the Light Complexion Enhancing Highlighting Palette. Love this. For the inner corner, I just used Glow, and then like on my cheeks, I added Dazzle on top of it. So it's just stunning. I tried to stick with Too Faced because that's the palette that I was using, and I have so many different Too Faced products that I don't reach for all the time. Now, let's talk about the bronzer. I feel like it's subtle. I probably could have gone with a darker shade only because I've been getting some sun, but I still love the Too Faced bronzers. I can probably deepen it up with one of the other ones that I have. I do have like the big contour face palette from Too Faced, so I could probably utilize that until I get more pale in the winter. We'll see. Or I'll just buy the darker shade and give this to a friend. Now, the Better Than Chocolate palette. I love the packaging. It's a soft matte metal feel to it. And then of course you have this stunning color story. Absolutely love this shade. Probably gonna be like my go-to for all over the eye going to work. And then this milk chocolate shimmer, stunning. Absolutely love this palette. I like the shimmers because they were so buttery and smooth and so easy to work with. Granted, I couldn't use a dry brush with them, but you get that with a lot of palettes anyways. They went on fine with my finger, except for Milk It. That one was a little more difficult to play with, only because I don't think it was as opaque and I just needed to build it up. It's more of like a light topper, if that makes sense. But you guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you're planning on picking up any of these. I know they just released these as well as a couple other products that I didn't pick up. And I know there's a release that they just emailed me about, and I was like, yes. So I'm excited to see what the future has for Too Faced. But you guys, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And until my next video, you guys, bye. And I'll see you in the next one.